Good morning or good afternoon or good evening to you, to whichever part of the world you are listening to me from. This is your man, Obey Herbert. Welcome to the football show. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Today is the 11th of September 2020. So, it means that we have just one day to start the Premier League, the 2020-2021 season. Let me remind you that last season, Liverpool won the league. So who is going to win it this season? Who is going to be crowned champions of England? Is it going to be Manchester United for the 21st time, or Liverpool are going to equal Man United for the 20th time? So I am here to give you my prediction for the season. I know I'm going for a team that will surprise you, that it's likely they won't win it. But for me, I'm predicting it. I have a feeling that they're going to win it with potential signings. I'm trying to say with potential signings, meaning if they sign players, right, they are gonna win. They're gonna win the title. That's what I think. So I'm gonna give you from the first position to the last position. I'm gonna give you my top scorer, best manager, PFA player of the year. That's my player of the year. Top assist, most impressive signing, and then maybe I'll give you my flop of the season too. The player I think is gonna flop, and then also my young player of the year. So I'm gonna start with my predictions at the table, from the first to the last position. So I'm gonna give you the top four, and I'm gonna give you the last three. Those are gonna be relegated. I'll give you the top scorer, the assists, and then the player of the year, the young player of the year, the most impressive signing, the flop, and the manager of the year. So that is what I am here to give you. For my team of the year, I don't know yet. Let's see how the season goes. So this is just the predictions to predict who is going to win the league and who is going to get relegated. And then the top four, that's the Champions League team. So right away I'm gonna start. So from the bottom, West Brom is going to finish last, 20th. West Brom, they're going to get relegated. Together with Fulham and Aston Villa. That is how I feel. Aston Villa, they know how to defend, right? They are a team who knows how to defend. But they can't score more goals. So I think that's going to disturb them. And then one thing that's going to maybe help them is Jack Grealish staying, because if Villa got relegated last season, Grealish would have left Villa and joined United. But right now, United have brought in Van de Beek. It's likely that they won't sign Grealish. So probably Grealish might help them. So between Crystal Palace and Aston Villa, and even Brighton, right? Yeah, any of them, and then West Ham too. Any of them can join West Brom and then Fulham and go back to the Championship. So that's it. So for me, I'm going Villa 18th, Fulham 19th, and then West Brom 20th. Now, to the top four. Let's talk about this. Manchester United, proud to the end of the season when we came back from lockdown. They didn't lose a match in the Premier League. So if they should continue this kind of form, they can become like a Liverpool, and then they can win the title. So let's see how things go. Okay, so I'm predicting United to win the title. I'm a United fan, but that's not it. That's how I feel that this season, with the signing of Jadon Sancho and some other players, if they get Alex Telles or Sergio Reguilon, and then getting a world-class centre-back, they can challenge for the title. And then United have the character, they have the charisma to win the league. So basically, I'm predicting United is winning the league this season. Yes, that's my opinion. City is finishing second with the new signings of Torres and then this guy Nathan Aki. City, they have a good squad already. Although Leroy Sané left, but I think City, with their squad, they can finish second. Third, I'm going for Liverpool. Liverpool, they've not signed anyone, but they have a team. One thing I always tell people, it's not like Chelsea, they are signing too many players, but how are they going to adapt? So it's all about adaptation, right? So Liverpool, right? Liverpool, third position. I'm predicting Liverpool. They have a team, they can play well. Liverpool can also win the league. They can retain their title. Anything can happen, but I'm going for United to win the title. Liverpool is finishing on the third position, and they're going to qualify for Champions League. So United, City, Liverpool, and then Chelsea finishing fourth. I know Chelsea, with this team signing like 6 players, no, they don't deserve nothing. They deserve nothing. But the top four, they can even win a trophy. But I'm not predicting them to win the league. but Chelsea can win a trophy this season. So don't count them out yet. Arsenal, they can jump in and even challenge with the top 4 teams that I've already given to you. So Arsenal, Arteta is a good manager. He has good tactics and he loves the players. One thing right now I'm loving about all the teams, I think Man City, I don't know how Pep has like his relationship with the players, but looking at Ole, Lampard, Arteta, Klopp, they have that relationship. Not unlike Mourinho, right? He fights players, but these managers, they defend their players in public, right? And they criticize them in private. So that's the change in football now. Now we are moving on, okay? So my 6th position, I'm going for Spurs to finish 6th. Everton, with the signing of Decore Allen and James Rodriguez, they can even challenge for the top Europa League. But Everton is not making it to the top 4 because we don't even know how those signings. Okay, Decore, I think from Watford, that guy, he already knows the Premier League. Allen is coming from Italy. James Rodriguez is coming from Spain. It's a new league altogether. So let's see how they adapt. Now, Leicester finishing 8th. Last season, they before January they were in the top 4. They even almost got to the 2nd position, but after January their form dipped and I don't know what happened. So but I'm predicting that they will finish 8th. Wolves, they are really a stubborn team in the Premier League. They don't allow the big teams to joke at all with them. So, but this season I think they're gonna struggle a little bit. So they are finishing 9th. Sheffield United came into the Premier League last season. People predicted that they're going to be relegated, but they didn't get relegated and they stayed in the league. So Sheffield United, I'm also predicting that Sheffield United is probably gonna stay. They're gonna stay in the league. So they're gonna finish 10th. I think they're gonna maybe retain where they finished last season. Southampton, Danny Ainge, a player playing for Southampton, and he can score 20 goals in a season. That's great. So if he keeps on going with that form, which Charlie Adams and then the other players like Ward-Prowse and Højbjerg left to Spurs, but still Southampton, they have a good team. They've produced so many good talent like Gary Bale, T. Walcott, Virgil van Dijk. So they are still a good team, and then they have a good youth setup. So I think they're gonna stay. They're gonna finish. Newcastle with a signing of Ryan Fraser and Wilson with their striker, the Maxim guy. I think they're gonna perform well. They're gonna stay on the 12th position. Newcastle. Steve Bruce is doing a good work after he came to replace Rafael Benitez. Now, Burnley is one of the teams in the Premier League. Always they know how to survive. They know how to stay. So Burnley, this time I think Burnley is gonna finish 13th. Leeds United Brighton. I think Brighton is gonna finish 14th. Yeah, they always try and find ways to stay in the league, like try and win points from the big sides. So 15th, I think Leeds United, they're gonna struggle a little bit, but they're gonna stay, and maybe the following season they can perform much better. But with the signing of Rodrigo, it's gonna be a threat. So you guys should get ready for Leeds United. West Ham, I think West Ham is gonna finish 16th. They're gonna struggle a little bit, and then Crystal Palace is gonna finish 17th. So Crystal Palace has not made any transfers, just one player, and then West Ham, I think so too. Declan Rice even is looking forward for a move. Maybe he can move to Chelsea. So that is it. So my first 4 is Man U, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and then my last 3 is West Brom, Fulham, Aston Villa. So West Brom 20th, Fulham 19th, Aston Villa 18th. So I think maybe when they go relegated, Jack Grealish will look forward for a move, and likely he wants to play for Manchester United. You know that. So my player of the season, I'm gonna go for Bruno Fernandes. I think Bruno Fernandes is probably gonna win the player of the season because he just played half season for United last season and look at how he performed. He just transformed the team. So I think him getting a full season, Bruno Fernandes is gonna perform really well. My manager of the season, it might be Frank Lampard or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Let's see how the season goes for them. Frank Lampard or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Yeah. And then my young player of the season, Mason Greenwood. I'm going for Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood or Mounts. Get ready for those 2 guys. Yeah. Mason Greenwood, Mounts. Get ready for them. Or Phil Foden of Man City. Any of them can win Young Player of the Year, or Trent Alexander-Arnold can still retain his Young Player of the Year. So let's see. It's gonna be an interesting, fantastic season. Let's wait for it. Now, I'm moving on to my top scorer. I think Timo Werner and Anthony Martial, they can contest this season for the top scorer, because Martial is gonna score a lot of goals. With the sign of Donny van de Beek, who can play 6, 8, and 10. Wow, it's gonna be fantastic. Seeing Pogba, Van de Beek, Bruno, and then creating chances for Martial. Oh God, Rashford. The link-up play between Martial and Rashford is gonna be great. With the bringing Sancho, even Greenwood and Martial link-up play is better, and Sancho joining them is gonna be great. I don't know, I can't say anything about the Sancho transfer, but it's gonna be a great. That's gonna really make impact for United to win the title, as I'm predicting. But with the if you don't sign Sancho, we don't get a good centre back. No, Liverpool or City are going for the title. Chelsea, I'm not sure Chelsea will win the title. Now, so I've given my player of the season, manager of the season, the young player of the season, my top scorer, and my assist is gonna be either Kevin De Bruyne is gonna retain it, or Bruno Fernandes is gonna come in, and even Kai Havertz. You guys should be ready for that player too. He's a great player. Yeah, so Kai Havertz. Although it is not FIFA 20 career mode, but that is how football is. Get ready for it as we are about to start the new season. Premier League starts tomorrow. So I think it's gonna be a great season. We're gonna bring you live commentary from some matches and live watch alongs. So as I'm saying, United is gonna win the league, and then West Brom is gonna finish 20th. Fulham is gonna finish 19th, and Aston Villa 18th. It was great having you guys on board. Let me see if I think I gave you everything. Yeah, young player. Okay, my signing of the season. Sorry, I forgot about that. My signing of the season, I think it's gonna be either Timo Werner, Van de Beek. If Sancho joins United, possibly he can be the sign of the season, or even James Rodriguez moving to Everton. That guy can make an instant impact. So get ready for that. And then my flop of the season. Flop. The player I think is gonna flop is Thiago Silva. I think he's gonna really struggle at Chelsea. Let's see if he can prove me wrong, because I know he's an experienced defender, but the Premier League is full of pace, and if he doesn't take care, he can play in the Premier League. So that's what I think. That's my opinion. Football is all our opinion. Just drop your comments below and let me know, what is your prediction? Who do you think is going to win the league? Who do you think is going to be your player of the season? Who do you think is going to win the top scorer? Who do you think is going to win the top assist? Who do you think is going to be the manager of the season, young player of the season, and then who's going to be your signing of the season and your flop of the season? That football is all our opinions. I want to see yours so we can see how the season goes. That makes football exciting, right? Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you very soon. Take care and enjoy the season. Have a great day. God bless. Thank you. Love you.